Now that we have gained some information about the link layer, as well as the network layer, we are going to explore local area networks, or LANs, and figure out the details of frame transmission within them. An IP address, as you may recall, is a 32-bit address that is assigned to each network interface. We use it for addressing and routing and forwarding in the network layer. We use another address in the link layer, which is called MAC address, or sometimes is referred to as LAN or physical or Ethernet address as well. MAC address is used to get frame from one interface to another. MAC stands for Media Access Control. MAC address is a 48-bit address, and we read it in form of 6 pairs of hexadecimal numbers. MAC addresses are originally set in the network interface controller by the manufacturer. Therefore, no two NICs have the same MAC address. However, MAC address could also be overridden by software. They could also be initially set by software for virtual interfaces. An example of a MAC address is 1A2FBB7609AD. MAC address allocation, which is done by the network interface controller manufacturer, is administered by IEEE. To ensure that the assigned MAC addresses to the interfaces are unique, each manufacturer buys a portion of MAC address space. At this point of the discussion, given we have 32-bit IP address, the question might be, why do we need another address in the link layer? A real-life analogy might be using Social Security Number or SSN, as well as postal address. They have different purposes, but they are both associated with the same person. SSN is dedicated to a person, but the postal address associated to a person changes every time the person moves. Similarly, the MAC address remains unchanged, but IP address may change based on the point of connection to the network. In the networking context, this is called portability. MAC address is flat and portable. When you move a device from a LAN to another, you do not need to change the MAC address. However, if you move a device from a LAN to another, the IP address depends on the IP hierarchy decided for that network, and therefore you have to change the IP address of the device to fit the new address range. By far, we know that each adapter on a LAN has a unique MAC address and a unique IP address. While IP address is assigned based on the subnet range of the LAN, the MAC address is unique, portable, and if not overwritten, usually assigned by the manufacturer. For example, assuming the figure, all nodes are connected within the same LAN using a wireless link, or connected to the ports of a layer 2 wired switch that broadcasts packets to all its connected interfaces, and therefore all in the same subnet. The IP address for host A is 137.196.723, which is within the subnet 137.196.7.0/24. The MAC address of the NIC for host A is 7165F7-2B0853, all in hexadecimal numbers. This does not depend on the subnet. We use IP addresses in the network layer functions such as routing and MAC addresses in link layer transmissions.